Yeah. Yep. This is looks good now. Okay, we'll start. Okay, we are in system, right? Okay, so this is small scenario. We'll take it up later after completing this extended withholding tax. This is very important topic. So, anyone tell me what is withholding tax? What is TDS? Extended withholding tax is nothing but TDS. So TDS is tax deducted at source usually. So for example, takes we are so you people are already working for Accenture, Capgemini, so on, right? So the company is purchasing services from you, professional services. So as part of the government rule, so company should pay TDS on behalf of you. So while making payment to you, while making the payment salaries to you, so they will charge TDS also. So that's the reason every year you will get a TDS form, which is form 16. This example is very good. Okay, the company is charging TDS. I mean, basically it's part of your government. Government is levy the taxes on the TDS. So the company is charging TDS, and TDS is paid to the government from the suppliers, from the employees. So that is one example on. So TDS is calculated on salaries. TDS is calculated on the rental property. So for example, if my landlord, if I'm staying in a rented flat, so when I make the payment to the vendor, right? So usually they will deduct the TDS from my amount, and that TDS amount will be paid to the government. So we have a number of sections as per the government. Look at here. Let us understand TDS examples in India. There are certain sections like 195, 194C, and so on. See, here are some common TDS examples in India. Salary income, section 192, okay, and interest on fixed deposit. This is also very good example. 194 is something if you are like depositing in the banks 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs as a fixed deposit. So bank is charging TDS. Again, that is 10% TDS. And also contractor payments. This is 194C section. 194I. It's another section. Okay, so many examples are there. Even professional services, now companies purchasing professional fees from you, right? They're purchasing services from you. Now it's again, so consulting. Now again, company will pay 10%. So they deduct 10% from your salary, and that 10% will be paid to the government. So that is nothing but TDS. Even commission brokerage also. Even dividend income on the, if you are like doing if you're purchasing some securities in the stock market, if you're getting dividend on the stocks, again definitely if it is exceeding 10,000, then system, I mean, we need to pay 10% TDS to the government. It's greater than 5,000. So different sections, if you look at here, 192, 194, 190C, different sections. So if you are implementing TDS in India for any company in India, then so client will provide what are the sections they are like applicable for their company. So the configuration settings need to be updated accordingly. So this is what we are learning today, withholding tax. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just go to the SAP screen. We'll start doing the configurations. So SPRO, IMG. So here financial accounting, global settings, extended here withholding tax. So under withholding tax, you can see withholding tax with, there are two options here, withholding tax, extended withholding tax. So this is something older version, this is the latest version. So always use the latest version. Extended withholding tax. Under extending withholding tax we have many, so you will have any number of steps, okay, but no need to define all the steps. Based on the business requirements we will define the steps, but at least mandatory steps which are there that need to be defined to calculate your TDS. So uh, so this is the first step. Check withholding tax countries regions. You have to check whether your country is included here or not. Definitely SAP has already provided certain templates, certain countries here. So it is someone has already updated here. India. See, someone has not updated description, but anyhow. So country India is there here. No worries on that. This India country is there in the first step. Check withholding tax countries regions. If any country is relevant for withholding tax, then you have to maintain the country here. But default SAP already provided the countries. In case if there is no country here, then you have to maintain here. Withholding tax case, this is the same thing what we discussed now. For example, in India, we have many sections: 194C contractors, 195, 194J rent, 194 high. So payment to contractors. Let us take one example, 194C in our calculation. So these are the different official withholding tax keys provided by the government. Okay, so these are like not immediately required. Okay, in case in future in the if you are working in a client, if you want to maintain some exemption reasons, you can maintain. You don't want to calculate withholding tax, so you can maintain the reasons. Okay, this is all not required. Go back to the next step, calculation. This is important. So in India usually will be calibrated on the invoice posting. At the time of invoice posting we'll calculate. So step is withholding tax type for invoice posting. At the time of invoice posting I want to calculate the TDS. So see here, now we need to define withholding tax type here. So give me some, shall I give withholding tax horizon tax type VT, withholding tax type for PZ01 horizon. Just to stop me if you are not able to understand. So I want to calculate based on the gross amount. You have different options, okay, but usually it will be calculated based on the gross amount. Okay, don't change any other parameters, just keep it as it is only. So this is only one parameter I've changed and had given description and one indicator VT as withholding tax type indicator, and don't change any other parameters. Click on save. This is your first step. Come back, click on the, so this is done here. Go back to the second step, withholding tax code. So define withholding tax codes. Here define one more step here. Click on new entries. So tax type we already defined. What we defined? VT, I think, if I'm not wrong. So VT we have defined. So what here? Let us take here also VT, so that it will be easy for us to remember. So withholding tax code for Verizon, VC01 Verizon. Just give the description. What is this one? Official withholding tax key. Now you have to mention for which withholding tax key you are doing the configuration here. Okay, for which TDS that you are calculating. So for example, in our example, we'll consider 194C, 194C, which is used to calculate TDS on contractors. Okay, percentage subject to 100. On the 100% I want to calculate. Postal indicator system will generate one more additional item as TDS. So it will calculate based on your invoice, like vendor invoice or customer invoice. Depends upon the requirement. Now you should mention how much percentage you want. 10% usually on the 194C it will be 10% TDS. Click on save. So this transaction is important where we maintain your withholding tax type, withholding tax code. This is a new indicator for withholding tax code, and you have to maintain your section code. Okay, description. It should be calculated on the 100% value. So postal indicator is one. We are calculating on the vendor line item, and your tax rate. How much TDS rate you are charging on the 194C section. So all these details will get it from the client itself. Okay, save, come back. So define formulas for calculating withholding tax. That here we need to mention what is from valid, valid from, and valid to. Okay, so here new entries. What is our currency? INR. Withholding tax I have mentioned as VT, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, VT. This also we defined as VT for easy identification. And what is this one? This is country key. I'm giving us India country key. Okay, this one I want to put it as from the beginning of the financial year. Okay, so this should work from beginning of the financial year as 2025 for 1st April. So system is expecting in the format. So let us take the format. So this is okay. This is MMDD, right? Hello, are you there, guys? So it is I'm giving from the valid from the 1st of April. So click on save. It's already saved. Exit. Now these two steps are finished. Come back to the withholding. So this is done. Let us go to the India. No, this is not required. Click on company code. So under company code, select as and withholding tax type to company code. Click on new entries. What is our company code? VZ01. Okay. So withholding tax type. So VT is our withholding tax type. This is not required. So obligated from and obligated to. So basically I want to, so in case if you want to put as for a certain limit up to which date you want to calculate. So if you think this is valid for till end of this date, then it's put it like this. Otherwise, if the tax rates are getting changed, put it up to one, at least one financial year. So this is fine. This is customer data. Nothing is required here. So this one I am not pretty sure if this is really required withholding tax agent. If you set this indicator, you tell the system for this withholding tax, the company code is entitled to withhold tax on behalf of a vendor. So for time being, I'm just activating this indicator. Keep it as save. These are the important settings, and you have to activate extended withholding tax for your company code. Now I'm activating withholding tax for my company code. My company code is Verizon01. So activate the extended withholding tax for company code. So you are activating extended withholding tax functions for your company code. From here onward, system will calculate withholding tax. So save. So you will get some couple of messages. Ignore the other transaction. Posting. So system. Okay. Now let us check. So we have other two steps. Basic settings. India. So under basic settings, we need couple of transactions. One is business place, and another is section code. Okay. So business place section code is nothing but geographical locations. Okay. So withholding tax TDS usually will have across each state wise. So now you can define as per the business places. New entries. I will select a business place as some Telangana. Okay. VZ, TG. Okay. So I am just mentioning business place for Telangana for VZ01. Okay, Verizon. This is again, this requirement you will get it from the client while discussing with the client. Business requirement, part of business requirements. Entry is too long for the field, so description is long. Oh my god. Little surprised. Okay, now system is asking the business place here again, that the complete details. Business place. I think here we can give the complete identification. Okay, so system asking for the details. So I created one business place, Verizon, Telangana. If you want, you can create multiple business places, but one is sufficient for our testing. So now business place is defined. We need one section code also, withholding tax, section code. So under business place, you will have different section codes. New entries, section code. I think this is, so basically I have to give the withholding tax section code 194C, the combination. This is for section code for contractors for Verizon 1. So this is what we define business. So VZ, what we define TG, right? Verizon TG, press enter. So what I'm doing here is just linking your business place and section code with your for your company. So section code for contractors for Verizon VZ01. So just give the required details, address details, continue. This is fine, ignore it, click on save. Click on save. Okay, now just revise the steps. What are the steps I have defined? So under extended withholding tax, basic settings. Under basic settings, you have checked this, whether just confirm whether your countries exist in this step or not. Here again, you have to check whether all the required official keys, withholding tax keys exist or not. If not, then you have to maintain the keys accordingly for your calculation. So any exemptions, you can maintain the exemptions. So this under basic settings itself, we have India. Under India, have created business place and section code. So business place again, it depends upon the geographical location wise. Section code, you are linking your withholding tax section and linking with the business place and company code. Okay, this is done. Under calculation, I have defined the tax type for invoice posting. Okay, and under tax code calculation, I have defined these steps. Two steps. Here we are maintaining the tax rate. Okay. This is important. So in this step we are defining so the tax rate and on 100% amount, and you are calculating on the vendor invoice line item and your section code with your tax step and tax code. So formulas here, just we are assigning the till from which date you want to calculate your withholding tax. This is fine. Company code, under company code we activated extended withholding tax, and also we assigned tax step and tax code to the company code. So posting, let us check. We have another couple of steps. So another step is not cross applications. Down you can see logistics general. Click on logistics general, and down if you see after logistics general you can see tax on goods movement. This is something mandatory in the S4 HANA system. And basic settings, system is expecting at least one or company code, one single entry here. Company code settings, maintain company code settings. Click on new entries, click on our, just give our company code BC01 and also give the document type SA. Okay, press enter, save, continue. But this is one normal one entry is expected for the company code. So that is one entry. And now go back to your /o BP transaction. Now what is our BP? Anyone remember? /n FB03 C06. Let us take one our vendor. Double click on the Tech Mahindra. Just I am going indirectly, going from document level to master data level. Okay, you can also drill down the report. Click on withholding tax. So in the company code, in role FLVN00 in the company code tab, you will see one tab as withholding tax type. Here click on change mode. You have to give your tax type. What is the tax type we had given? VT, right? That's correct. So VT, withholding tax type for varies on. Now withholding tax code also, it's VT only we had given. This is subject to withholding. Yes, my supplier is now subjected to withholding tax. Just ignore other parameters. Click on save. Okay, changes has been saved. So what I have done, I have activated withholding tax type to this contractor, so that withholding tax is applicable. Whenever if I am posting invoice to this vendor master, system will calculate TDS. Okay, this is done. Now what I'll do, I'll try to post the invoice, vendor invoice. So posting in vendor invoice, what we need? Accounts payable, document entry, FB60. So ours is 4101. So take the latest date itself. So give something value here. Okay, amount 1000 rupees. So how much amount that you are expecting on the 1000? 10%, right? Yep. So now you have to mention your business place and section. Here this is important, business place and section. If you don't define business place section, then the system will not calculate your TDS. Section code, you can give vendor invoice here. Now as usual, go back to calculate your, give some expenses or services. Okay, so I had given 1000, right? So let me give 1000 only here also. 1000, press enter. So system is giving some message. So system is expecting some cost center here. Press enter, press enter. So I'm not getting that message. I'm expecting one message saying that withholding tax to be calculated. Okay, so under withholding tax type I'm seeing this one, but I'm not getting one prompt message. Usually I'll get one message saying that withholding tax is applicable to this vendor. That message I'm not getting. Press enter, not sure, but anyhow click on simulate, press enter. Account detail, yeah, the reason is we have not completely defined withholding tax configuration settings, right? Account determination not defined transaction withholding tax VTVT tax code and tax type in chart of accounts. So we need one GL account TDS. Do you agree? So system is expecting one GL account here. So click on here, click on proceed, click on chart, just enter the chart of accounts level. So now you should tell me what is your GL account to post TDS. What is TDS GL account? Have we created GL account? No. /o fs00. TDS is receivable or payable? Guys, tell me. Comes under which area? Sorry? Yeah, payable comes under. Sorry? So payable usually it is a liability, sir. Okay, liabilities outstanding. We are payable, right? Payable is a liability. Okay, so create one TDS here 2002. Create. It's a, of course it's an expense, but you can say it's a liable, right? It's the company has to pay. It's company is liable for making TDS payment to the government. So they are liable because they're deducting salary from the employees. The amount is with them now. They are liability, right? So we are creating this account as a liability account. So what is the next available GL account? 2002, press enter. Here you can just select your, what is the account type I should select here? It's related, your liability is related to balance sheet and your account group is liabilities and your short text is TDS payable. TDS payable. Control data. So it's a balance sheet account. Click on, let us check, open item management. Okay, and sort key. If you want, you can mention any sort key as per the business requirement. I am just giving us G001. So what I have done, I had created all the parameters, balance sheet, liabilities, TDS payable. Also, so until the payment is done to the government, I want to keep this item as an open item. So once the payment is done to the from their bank account, then that will get cleared. Okay, create bank interest, G001, save. So 2002 is a TDS payable account. It's a liability account, open item management. This is what we are discussing last time, right? So open item will be clicked if any payable accounts or any clearing accounts. So 2002 should be assigned in the configuration, this configuration for your respective withholding tax code tax type for the 194C section. 2002. This is fine. Click on save. Save. You want to see rules also, you can see withholding tax type accounts. Click on save. Exit. So I came from the error, right? So I'm just closing the error. Press enter. Okay, click on. So press enter. Press enter. Click on simulate. Simulate. So 1000 rupees my expenses. So on the 1000 I need to pay 1000 rupees to vendor, but due to the TDS, since Tech Mahindra is comes under 194C section contractor, so I'm charging TDS of 10%. The company will pay this 10% to the government, 100 rupees. So I'll be sending amount to the Tech Mahindra will be only 900 rupees. Is that clear, sir? So ultimately TDS is calculating correctly. Any question? So when I clicked on post, I got this error. Now where we need to correct this error? So system is expecting PAN number. Okay, that's the reason usually banks will ask us, right, to maintain the PAN number, PAN number, PAN number. Agree? So PAN number is mandatory in the vendor master. So how to go to vendor master again? I'll go with the /BP /NBP. This was 4001, right, Sandeep? 4101. So this is Tech Mahindra. This is start. So I got this message here. Okay, I already reached to the company code FLVN00 company code data under withholding tax type. Okay, so now we need to understand where we need to maintain. So my understanding is not here. Let us check country specific. So not here also. So go back to the general data. Usually it will be under general data. Click on general data. Click on save changes first. This is not required actually, but we'll go to the here. There is PAN number. Did I maintain in the Excel sheet where I maintained the PAN number? Have you seen that? PAN number, I think I missed out that sentence. Now it's our turn to check. Let me go to the company code first. We'll check thoroughly. General data. Yep, this is the one I think. Vendor country specific enhancement, vendor country specific enhancement 2. I think it is 1 specific enhancement. Click here. Scroll down. So here it's there. India withholding tax PAN number. So give some number. So save. Okay. Now we entered the PAN number also. I'm expecting TDS should be calculated. Click on simulate. Simulate. Yep, TDS getting calculated. One more thing I want to tell you. If you think if this vendor is not updated with the right tax type or something, right, then what you should do under withholding tax type, you can change accordingly. This is editable fields. These are the editable fields. If you think this is not correct, it's not picking the right rate, then it's up at the during transaction posting itself. You can change the withholding tax type or tax code. Okay, click on basic data. This is fine. So system is this is also important, business place and section code. Okay, click on simulate. Click on press enter. Click on post. Yep, successfully the TDS has been calculated with on the vendor invoice with 1000 rupees. So 10% 100. It's correct. Okay, then if you double click here, system gives you additional data. No. Double click on Tech Mahindra. So on the Tech Mahindra line item, you can see withholding tax data here. Okay, so you can see it here. Withholding tax type is VT. On the base amount is 1000 rupees. Okay, so system is calculated 100 rupees is a tax amount. Okay, this is VT. Sir, any questions here? Additional data? No, nothing. So we have one more table on withholding tax type. SC11, sorry, SC16 with underscore under item. It's a table again. Withholding tax information for withholding tax type, and this is a regularly used table for TDS. So company code is VC01. Just execute. Till now, what are the documents you have posted for the withholding tax? You can execute here. Okay, you will get all the withholding tax amount. This is why we calculated 100 amount. Okay, come back. So you can go back to the reports and check your reports as well. FL, FBL, 3N. So 10% is my TDS on 1000 rupees. Execute. So 100 rupees here. 10% is on 1000. 10% is 100. So I'm going to make this payment from bank account or cash account, whatever usually companies follow with the bank account. Sir, any clarifications? Any doubts on this configuration? So I'll just maintain PAN number, right? PAN number in BP. Under country enhancement, under company code, under company code tab, the company code FLVN00 role. BP roll. Under company code, which is BP roll FLVN00. Okay. Under that country enhancement, you will have PAN number field. Okay. Sir, any questions? Is that clear? Check the reports. Guys, sleeping? No one has any doubt? Is that much clearer? So my little where you have that confusion? Tell me here. What is the confusion you have here? The concept, but the concept you understood, right? Why we are charging TDS is charged by the government. Okay, so it is calculated. It is calculated based on the different sections, on the salaries, on the interest on the fixed deposits, on the professional services. So government has already levied taxes certain percentages on the TDS charges, right? Different TDS sections. So that is what we are calculating here. That's it. For that, what we did, we just defined the configuration settings. చెప్పాలి సందీప్ ఎక్కడ కన్ఫ్యూజన్గా ఉంది. You have to clarify your doubts. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే వస్తుంది. ఓకే, బట్ మీరు ఏం చేయండి అంటే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి ఖచ్చితంగా. ఓకే, సో అశ్విన్, ఇస్ దట్ క్లియర్? Just practice, sir. If you don't practice, you will not understand. But the concept is very simple. The government charging the taxes are applicable for the certain sections. Beautiful example is salaries. Since you are already working for the company, so the company is ultimately charging tax on behalf of you, and they are deducting from your salary, and the TDS is paid to the government. And at last, you are getting Form 16 with the details. How much amount has been deducted from your salary. Okay, this is all about your withholding tax. So what we'll do, just we'll close this one. I mean, we'll go ahead this one. We'll discuss this and we'll close for the today's class. Purchase returns. So SAP has provided one transaction code. What is the transaction code? Here itself. Accounts payable. Document entry AB60. Okay, so I'll post one transaction. See here itself, AB65 credit memo. So what I'll do, I'll post one invoice. I'll return this invoice. Just imagine if you are doing any direct credit memo, you will do the credit memo from this transaction. But as of now, I'm posting one invoice. So I'll take some 900 as invoice. So enter invoice. 900 and give your cost center. So system is saying this is subjected to withholding tax. This is what I was expecting for each transaction posting for this vendor, because this vendor is applicable for withholding tax. Okay, so I'll come back. For time being, for our testing, what I'll do, I'll just ignore the withholding tax calculation. Press enter, click on post. The document has been posted with 900 rupees for this vendor. Now just imagine, so they're returning back. So they want to okay, I have purchased some stationery items from the vendor. I want to return back that stationery items. That's pretty simple, right? You're returning back. Okay, so in my books of accounts, I have not done any payment, but I'm just reversing my invoice. For that, we don't reverse the transaction. We use the transaction credit memo. Okay, so this is 507 exit. Now in the same transaction, I can use credit memo. Okay, this is nothing but AB65. Okay, either you can use here itself or you can use this one, AB65 credit memo. Here also you have two options, invoice and credit memo. So I'll take the same supplier, I'll give the same date, okay, invoice, okay, and amount is 900. So here I give a vendor, this is credit memo. Scroll down, GL account, same GL account have to give, amount 900, there is 900 here, press enter. So give your cost center, come back, press enter. So go to the withholding tax type, remove this value, press enter. So under payment details, so scroll down, here you have this reference number. You are doing credit memo against which invoice you are doing this. So I'll mention 90. What was the number range? What was the number for invoice? 905. Yep, document alert does not exist for invoice reference. Guys, tell me what was the document number, invoice document number? AB05, say AB03, it was 507, sir. So I'll make it as 507 invoice. For this invoice, I'm making credit memo. That's it. Press enter. Okay, it copied the details also for the first line item, and this is for financial year. This is the document number. Press enter. Click post. So document got posted with the 701 display. Okay, so 701 got posted from which document type? It got posted from KG document type, vendor credit memo. We already created one number range for this one, for KG with the 700 series. Okay, so this is a straightforward transaction. We have done the invoice. Later we have raised credit memo against your invoice. That's it. If you look at here Tech Mahindra, you can see the details here. 507 credit memo. For which invoice? For 507. We raised credit memo for this invoice. Sorry, any questions on this scenario? This is pretty simple scenario, sir. So what we discussed today? So again we discussed on business partner little configuration today, but anyhow you have already one video on the business partner configuration for accounts payable, the accounts payable introduction, the business partner configuration, and partial payment and residual payment. We had seen the scenarios yesterday, and advance payments, cash discount. So cash discount we had seen today. Okay, we have created discount received as a GL account. So system is automatically calculating the discount and purchase returns. And the most important topic is withholding tax. For there are certain countries where TDS is calculated. For India is the best example. Sir, any questions before we start accounts receivable next week? You can come up with the questions. Okay, there are many topics still waiting.